A lot of my investors live in cities, and in cities you tend to find mixed-use properties and multifamily properties. Let's talk about both of those. A mixed-use property is where you might have 3 stories, and on the first might be a storefront or a restaurant. Donut shop would be best. And then on the second and third floor, you might have residential units. So we would call that a 2-unit if each floor was its own unit, because residential space is how we define that property. So that would be a mixed-use property with 2 residential units. Now, mixed use sometimes comes with its own complications. It is definitely a higher risk category of property because you've got that commercial space maybe on the storefront downstairs, right? And so for that, your interest rate is going to be higher and your down payment is most certainly going to be higher. So instead of a 20% down payment, be prepared for something more like a 25% down payment. Now, don't get too excited about that donut shop. You're not going to be able to use the rental income from the donut shop to qualify. You're going to have to qualify for that building based on just the second and the third residential units. Now let's talk about multifamily. So a multifamily property has multi-families, multi-units in the same building. Maybe it's only a 2-unit, which we call a duplex. Maybe it's a 3 or 4. Maybe it's 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe it's up to 8 units within one building. Keep in mind that as a higher risk category of type of property, right? Because you've got multiple units in one building. And anytime we talk about a higher risk, we talk about a higher interest rate as well as a higher down payment. Expect and be prepared to have a 25% down payment on those properties. So that is the difference between a mixed-use property and a multifamily.